Hello, thank you for joining me. This is the third video in a three-part series talking about shuttle tatting with buttons. Just some project ideas I'd like to show you on ways you can use your tatting around buttons. This first one is a box that I made. Just a four-cornered motif, hand-painted thread with buttons here and a four-ring motif in the middle. This is what I keep my empty shuttles in. And then there's a motif on three of the four sides. And this is just mat board covered with neutral fabric, and I hand stitched each side. Here's an ornament using a lock chain, a magnet, the exciting part to me about using buttons in tatting. Putting a button in the middle of your tatting creates a solid base that you can then glue three-dimensional roses to. I talked about this three-dimensional rose in a previous video. And once you have your button in there, then you just build your rose on top of that. And all I do is take a piece of wax paper, put my button motif down, and then just start. I use a tacky glue, put a glob of tacky glue there, and put my first layer down into the glue, press that in, and then just add a little glue inside each one and build up the layer. Let that dry, and then you have a beautiful white tatting if you're doing white tatting on a colored button, and then a three-dimensional ring, a three-dimensional rose flower on top. You can use this for a poke, for a flower pot. I would recommend, if you're going to do that, glue your stick to the back of your button first. Once you're done, turn that over, and once it's dry, turn that over, and then glue your flower on. That's how I made the ornament. And this is size 10 thread with size 20 for the rose. This is size 5 pearl cotton. This is also size 10 thread with a neutral colored button, and size 20, two different colors of mauve for the rose. And this is a jewelry set. That is the pendant on a necklace. This doesn't have a button in it, but it is the matching bracelet. And I made a matching ring as well. And matching earrings. And this is just a metal finding that I chained around and then glued the rose to the metal finding to create that jewelry set. That's why I wanted to share how to make these button motifs, because there are so many different things that you can use them for. And having a tatted motif by itself with nothing in the middle, to me, you'd have to sew that to fabric or felt or glue it to mat board to create a more solid center. But having it attached to a button gives you something to glue to, as well as adds color and you can use it without adding a ring or a rose on top. So I just wanted to give you some ideas of different things you can use these practice motifs for. I hope I've given you some inspiration to keep practicing. Have fun. Thank you for watching.